powder butt syndrome? When someone changes your diaper, powders your behind, or wipes your runny nose, they are not interested in receiving any kind of advice from you, particularly when it relates to money, relationships, or parenting. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and special guests, tonight I want to tell you about my mama. Now, my mama and I, we live together underneath the same roof. She's 77 years old with some pretty old-fashioned thoughts and opinions on many different subjects. Like this morning, had she seen that I had white shoes on after Labor Day, she would have said, go back in there and change those shoes. You can't wear white shoes after Labor Day. She is as set in her ways as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. So as you can imagine, this can make for some pretty interesting conversations. Like recently, Mama and I were talking about child rearing, and Mama immediately starts saying that you can't tell the kids if they are girls or boys. And she was really upset that her own great-grandchild fit into this category. Let me show you. My mom was really happy when his parents finally cut his hair. She says, now he looks like a little boy. My mom goes on in her mother knows best Southern tone and says, nowadays, you can't tell the little boy babies from the girl babies, not by their looks, and certainly not by their names. But I can take a trip around the world and never pack a bag with some of these names. Asia, Brazil, Denver, Ireland, London, Paris, Sydney. And what kind of name is Rain, Northwest, a tailor for a child? What happened to simple names like Robert, Nancy, a Tim? I said, Mom, while times are changing and parents want to be a little unique and creative when selecting names for their child, she says, well, if you want to know my opinion, which I didn't, she says, rain falls from the sky, northwest is a direction, and a tailor is someone that alters your clothes. And you know how I feel about children in their places. Children ought to be seen and not heard. Like in that Walmart the other day, child falling all out in the store with that temper tantrum. If that would have been you back in the day, all I would have needed to do was have a little talk with you before we went into the store. Now, Rose, we going inside this here stove. I don't want you to touch anything. I don't want you to pick up anything. And if you want something, you come and ask me now. You hear? And no means no. Do you understand, little girl? Yes, Mama. And then my mom goes on and says, and did you see that child embarrass his mama in the store, yelling and screaming? And then she had the nerve to bribe the child, saying, Taylor, play nice for Mommy, and Mommy will take you to McDonald's. Had that been me, all I need to do is give that child a look. Like I gave to you and your siblings growing up, and he would have straightened up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Let me show you the look. So my mom's going on and on, and all I could hear was Charlie Brown's teacher's voice going, what? What? So I thought it best to change the subject. Ma, I'm giving my Toastmasters speech on tomorrow. She says, oh yeah? What you gonna talk about? I say, you? She laughs. She said, child, those Nevada energy folk don't want to hear you talk about me. I said, Mom, it's in the energy, not Nevada energy. Remember? I told you the NV stands for New Vision. My mom gets out of her chair, puts her hands on her hips, and proceeds to tell me, just because you work for them highfalutin folks down at that outer tower building on Jones and Sahara, don't think you know more than me, young lady. I remember when it was called Southern Nevada Power Company, and when I could afford to pay my power. I know then, as I do now, powdered butt syndrome or not, Mama always knows best. Madam Toastmaster.